News at 5 starts now.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We begin with breaking news. Officials in Tennessee say missing 9-year-old Carly Trent has been found. Her uncle, Gary Simpson, the man accused of taking her, is in custody, according to our sister station, WATE. Carly'd been missing since last Wednesday. We're still waiting to learn new details. This is an incredible development in this story. Carly Trent found, according to authorities. Stay with 8 News for updates.
I never thought I would see the day that my baby flies out of a vehicle due to brakes.
We have new details tonight on a fatal accident that killed a 2-year-old girl in Richmond on Tuesday.
Tonight, Queen Maltby's mother claims the van's brakes weren't working and she knew about it before the accident.
8 News reporter Roxy Bustamante spoke with her in an 8 News exclusive.
Brittany Maltby says her life unfolded Tuesday afternoon when her van broke down on Coulter Street.
And as I was moving it to the right side of the road, I looked back, his hands was up like this, and the car was just rolling freely. So I put the brake on, the brake wasn't stopping. I put an emergency brake on, the emergency brake didn't stop it. I put the car in park, and the car still didn't stop. And at that point, we had no option. Either we was going to have to jump out or get hit.
And in an instant, her van rolled into the intersection on 18th Street with her friend, 2 daughters, and her in the van.
It was too late to put my baby in the car seat. I couldn't grab my baby. My immediate reaction was to try and control the vehicle and stop it before we came up on the stop sign, which I failed to do.
The van crashed into another car, and her 2-year-old daughter, Queen, was thrown from the van and later died at the hospital. She would have turned 3 May 30th.
My baby is so beautiful. My baby just smiles all the time. She's the happiest baby you'll ever come across. All my baby kept telling me was, "Mommy, I want my nails done for my birthday."
Now, a GoFundMe account is set up for the 2-year-old Queen's funeral. You can find more on our website, WRC.com. And coming up at 6, I'll tell you more about the charges police say Brittany could be facing and her reaction to that potential charges. Roxy Bustamante, 8 News.
And we want to turn now to the weather where you live. It was a short-lived break from the rain.
The showers are bringing flowers, though, at least in the short term. Let's turn to 8 News Chief Meteorologist John Bernier for a look at what's happening into the weekend.
It looks like we will get finally a break in this pattern developing in the next 48 hours, a little relief from miserable May that we have been suffering through. Here's what's going on. It's warm out to the west of us. We actually got into the mid-70s out in Farmville by Longwood University. That's helped spark off some showers and thunderstorms to the west over the mountains. A couple places you can see here, one to the southwest, a strong one west of them. A couple others up towards Charlottesville. Those have kind of faded out a little bit. And what's happening is the cooler air that's over us, the showers try to approach, it's kind of just knocking them down so that they're not really causing any heavy downpours for us here. 68 degrees here, 72 degrees to the south of us, 72 degrees over in the Roanoke area. What's going to happen this evening? These showers are going to try to approach us, but you notice we get some heavier rainfall to the west, but notice as we get towards 9:30 p.m., it's all just fizzling as it approaches us here. A better chance of rain is coming in tomorrow with the first of 2 cold fronts. The first one will give us a few breaks in the clouds. The second one will sweep the clouds away from us here and give us a day of sunshine, but a day that may feel a little bit more like a month that also starts with M but doesn't end in Y. It will feel a little more March-like. We'll tell you about it coming up.
Thanks, JB. And don't forget, download the free 8 News Storm Tracker app right now. You'll get severe weather alerts and live radar where you live, wherever you go. We turn now to news where you live in the Tri-Cities. A Colonial Heights pastor, Alan Little, is accused of sex crimes against children.
Among them, aggravated sexual battery, and tonight residents and church members are reacting to that news.
8 News reporter Nicole Williams has the details. Nicole?
Members of the Colonial Heights Christian Church tell me their pastor is a devoted leader and father. Some say they don't believe the accusations against Alan Little, and others say he should step down immediately.
That is a real serious thing. You know, you're a pastor of a church.
Alan Wayne Little, pastor of Colonial Heights Christian Church, charged with 5 counts of aggravated sexual battery and 2 counts of taking indecent liberties with a child. Residents of the church community say they find the news appalling and despicable.
I'm speechless just hearing about it. Like, I never heard a pastor do anything like that.
I stopped by the church today to see if anyone was available for comment. The parking lot was empty. The pastor's name was still on the marquee. And some members of the church say it should stay that way, at least for now.
I know the boy's lying, but, he's lied to me.
Yvonne Larch lives near the church, and she says she believes
it should be investigated, but that he has the right to voice his side of the story as well.
I stopped by Little's house to see if he would share his side of the story, but was told they had no comment. We're told the elders of the Colonial Heights Christian Church are meeting tonight to discuss with Allen his future with the church. Members say one of two things will happen. They will fire him or put him on leave. Of course, we'll continue to follow the story and bring you the latest. Nikhil Williams, 8 News.
New details now on transgender bathroom policies in Gloucester schools. The conservative Alliance Defending Freedom is joining groups asking the Fourth Circuit to reverse its latest ruling. That ruling gave transgender teen Gavin Grimm the right to use the boys' bathroom. The ADS, the Alliance's brief to the court claims transgender-friendly policies will lead to sex assault in bathrooms. The court ruled that restricting access violates federal laws against discrimination.
We're waiting to learn new details tonight in the case of 2 men convicted of a carjacking in New Kent County. Colin Duggar and Davis Jackson were in court today for their sentencing. A total of 4 men are accused of robbing a victim at gunpoint and then stealing that person's red sports car. You can stay with 8 News for updates. Richmond Public Schools is responding to concerns about violence against teachers and students inside Martin Luther King Middle. We're working on getting this story for you, and we will have it for you in just a few moments.
Tonight, Richmond police hold the last of a series of town hall meetings on crime. This is video from one of the first 3 meetings. Tonight, Chief Alfred Durham visits the 3rd precinct, appearing at First Baptist on Monument Avenue from 6 to 8 p.m. The chief will discuss community policing and take questions from citizens. J.B. Watkins Elementary School is helping a custodian who lost everything in this fire. Shirley Jackson and her family were uninjured when their home was destroyed on Monday. They did lose the family dog, though. The Watkins PTA is now raising money to help Shirley's family. You can get information on that fundraiser on our website at WRIC.com.
We're following a crime alert in Hanover. 3 suspects are on the run after 2 robberies early this morning. Police say the men in these photos broke into a CVS on Mechanicsville Turnpike and tried to get into the pharmacy. When the alarm sounded, they ran. Police also think they robbed a Walgreens on South Laburnum Avenue in Henrico just before that. If you know anything about either incident, call police. News where you live in Henrico, where a woman is facing animal cruelty charges. Police say in August they found 8 dogs in poor condition at Gloria Gary's home on Sandy Lane. After a thorough medical evaluation, all of those dogs had to be put down. Gary's charged now with animal cruelty, neglect, having no dog license, and no rabies vaccines. Remember to take a look at recent crime where you live. You can use Spot Crime. Check it out now at WRIC.com.
News where you live in Richmond. City crews are finally clipping some grass after days of rain put mowing on hold. Video here from Monument Avenue earlier today. The city told 8 News earlier this week they're short-staffed, but working to fix problems in Randolph and other neighborhoods.
Believe it or not, cast-off clothing from your closet is a hot commodity. Organizations are fighting for your donations. There are hundreds of these drop-off bins all over town. You know you've seen them. But once you dump your stuff in, do you know where it goes? Tonight at 11, 8 News investigates commercial recyclers who are making money off your donations at the expense of local charities. Richmond Public Schools is responding to concerns about violence against teachers and students inside Martin Luther King Middle. We were having that story for you a moment ago. It's ready to go now with 8 News investigator Carrie O'Brien. She's been looking into this issue and joins us now. Carrie?
Amy, teachers pushed into doors by students. Students slammed in the head or dragged down the hallways by their hair. That's just some of the violence school board member Shonda Harris Muhammad says she has seen on video or heard from teachers at MLK Middle School. Richmond Public Schools tells 8 News today they take all safety violations very seriously and have taken extra steps to increase security. As of April, we can see the school's Office of Family and Community Engagement has conducted 3 perimeter perimeter checks of the school for weapons or graffiti, 14 stings for students walking off of campus, 15 students have been referred for disciplinary review, and 6 at-risk students are part of a program working with the Richmond Police Department. In addition, a spokesperson for Richmond Public Schools tells us MLK has more administrators on staff than required by the state. There are also 9 security personnel assigned to the school, but the school administration will continue to review opportunities to address concerns. Amy?
And Carrie, we have news where you live in Charles City, where one man is $100,000 richer. George Johnson matched 4 of the 5 numbers plus the Powerball in Saturday's drawing. Normally, that wins $50,000, but he also bought the Power Play, which doubled his prize. Johnson, who's retired, plans to save that money. But I do hope he treats himself to something nice.
He certainly looks happy, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's always nice to get one of those big checks like that.
I'd put it up in the, well, somewhere in the house.
A big congratulations to him. Well, new on 8 News at 5:30, how McGuire VA Medical Center is honoring its nurses during National Nurses Week. We will take you inside this special ceremony.
And after a dozen reports of baby carriers breaking, there's a recall alert for parents. We'll tell you what to do if you have one of these. And details on the search for Michael Strahan's replacement on Live with Kelly and Michael. He's leaving earlier than first thought. John?
All right, well, baseball out at the Diamond tonight, just over an hour from now. Small risk of a shower out there. There'll be some boom booms after the game, but those will be the fireworks. Will Mother Nature bring us any fireworks in the next couple of days? I'll have the details next.
You're watching 8 News at 5 tonight. It's still cloudy, still gloomy, still raining. And we're still covering the news where you live.
From Hopewell to Enon, stay with us. Juan, John, and I will be right back.
It seems like an endless cycle of clouds and showers, but we may see some sunshine soon.
Yeah, and some more exciting stuff, too. Your next chance to win that $500 Target gift card, and it's Friday. Means a KidCaster live in studio. Tomorrow, we're taking GMR on the money.
Yeah, how would you like to not have to pay baggage fees during the summer travel season? We'll tell you who's trying to make that happen tomorrow morning on Good Morning Richmond.
In Vote 2016 this evening, Donald Trump meets Paul Ryan, an attempt to mend fences between the GOP's presumptive nominee and the party's leader in Congress. In a joint statement after that meeting, Ryan and Trump recognized their differences and said they're working together and they're committed to continue that process. Last week, Ryan said he wasn't ready to endorse the New Jersey billionaire, a position he didn't change today.
I don't want us to have a fake unification process here. I want to make sure that we really, truly understand each other.
Trump and Ryan called the meeting a positive step towards uniting the GOP and to expect more conversation. On the Democratic side of the race today, Hillary Clinton said she'd work to make Washington, D.C. the nation's 51st state if elected. D.C. residents claim taxation without representation. They pay federal taxes and serve on juries and in the military, but have no vote in Congress. Stay with 8 News for all things Vote 2016. When we're not here on the air, you'll find everything you need to know on our social media pages and at WRIC.com.
We have some consumer alerts for parents tonight. The first one is from Twingo. It's recalling 4,000 of its original baby carriers because the waist buckle can break and children can fall out. The company, which is based here in Virginia, has received 13 reports of buckles breaking. If you have one of these, contact the company for a repair kit. Also, Hobby Lobby is recalling thousands of rattles and pacifier holders, both due to a choking hazard. The fish rattles may be pink and green or blue and yellow, and the pacifier holders may be blue whales or pink octopuses. If you have any of these items, take them back to Hobby Lobby. You'll get a full refund, and you can find more information on all of these recalls under links mentioned at WRIC.com. So, John, we are talking about the rain, a little bit of sun, and it just depends on what day it is.
Oh, yeah, it's exactly what's been a dreary day for us across the area, a pattern that we can't break out of here across central Virginia, as you can see. Stuck in the mid to upper 60s over us, the wedge of cool air still locked in for the most part east of the Blue Ridge Mountains, although you can see the warmer air made it up to Farmville, where it's 76 degrees, Petersburg 73. It slowly continues to inch its way to the north. It will blast through the area tomorrow as the winds kick around to the southwest and this nasty air gets scoured out over us. Have some showers right now through the area. Again, they're coming east of the Blue Ridge Mountains and they're running up against that cooler air, so they're falling apart a little bit. One up here by Charlottesville, right along Interstate 64. The areas of yellow, some moderate rainfall. Meanwhile, down to the south, they had some pretty good ones that came through Roanoke. Roanoke actually got about an inch of rainfall in just a little bit over an hour today. So it came down buckets out there. But again, coming up against cooler air that's right over us here that we can't get rid of. It will knock these showers down a little bit. The showers and thunderstorms are a little bit stronger back over Kentucky, down to North Carolina and Tennessee. Here's where they are in the warm sector. So this is where the boomers are erupting ahead of this cold front. It's the first of two that are coming our way in the next 2 days. They'll finally get rid of this miserable weather. Cool wedge remains locked over us. It will finally break tomorrow across central Virginia. But for this evening, here are the clouds over us. Yes, we have a possible shower thunderstorm off to the west, but as they approach us, they just fizzle out, going into the overnight hours, coming into that cooler air. But the winds do start to shift around to the southeast and the south overnight, so what that will mean for us is just another gray night across the region. A couple of patches of light rain to the west of us. Temperatures staying in the lower 60s, and they'll actually start to rise a little bit overnight. We'll bottom out around 62 degrees. Tomorrow during the day, rain in the morning, but I think by this time tomorrow afternoon, we could see a little bit of sunshine appearing, and that would allow for temperatures to warm into the mid to upper 70s across central Virginia. So here are the clouds tomorrow. Here are the showers coming through. They're not picked up really well on the models, but on the Futurecast, you show most of it's coming by into the early afternoon hours out of the way. Yes, a break tomorrow night for us, but this would be fool's sunshine because there's another system coming on Saturday. So you'll wake up with some sunshine on Saturday. Oh, but here comes system number 2 rolling through a shower Saturday afternoon. That's the broom that finally gets rid of the moisture. Mid to upper 70s again on Saturday over us. And then it's back to sunshine. That strange thing in the sky on Sunday. Do not be afraid of it. It is supposed to be there. Really like March with a high temperature, 68 degrees. Mostly sunny, 68 on Monday. And that's back to another chance of showers next week with temperatures in the mid-70s to around 80 degrees. And back tomorrow morning, once again, our $500 Target gift card giveaway. All you got to do is wake up and watch Good Morning Richmond between 6 and 7 a.m. and be the 8th caller. We tell you to call.
Thanks, John. We have some new details on the Civil War Museum coming to Richmond when it's expected to open. Still ahead. Don't go anywhere. We're back now with some entertainment news. Kelly Ripa says Michael Strahan is leaving Live earlier than planned, so a search for his replacement can begin. Last month, it was announced Strahan would leave to join Good Morning America full-time in September. Now, his last day on Live will be tomorrow. Jimmy Kimmel, Fred Savage, Seal, and Andy Cohen are scheduled to step in as guest co-hosts in the coming weeks.
News where you live in Richmond now. The American Civil War Museum is going to be built into a hillside at the historic Tredegar site. Construction on that glass front structure is expected to begin this year. It'll have gallery space, a theater, and preservation areas for Civil War artifacts. It's scheduled to open in the summer of 2018.
And we have a historic report to pass along. Congratulations to former 8 News anchor Amy McLean Carter and her husband on the birth of their son. This little guy is Kingdom Carter. He was born just after noon yesterday, weighing 4 pounds and 10 ounces. Both mom and baby are both doing well. Always nice to share some baby news.
Congratulations to the family. Here's a look at your primetime lineup on 8 News. It's TGIT, and we begin at 8 p.m. with Grey's Anatomy. At 9, it's Scandal. I believe it's the season finale of Scandal. It is. And then The Catch is at 10. It's all rounded up with 8 News at 11. We hope you can join us then. And stay with us. There's more 8 News coming up in just a moment.
Welcome back. We are celebrating moms this May, and we are loving these photos, like this one from Stacy. For sending in this photo, we want to say thank you with her mom, Frances. She says they are the best friends.
Aw, thanks also going out to Dontivia Patrick for sending in this photo with her mom, Lelia. Hope I'm saying your name correctly. Very nice glasses there, lady. I do like the aviators. Yeah. Upload your photos with your mom to WRIC.com right now. We'll give you a chance to win a $250 gift card.
They look like sisters with those glasses on.
These moms look good these days.
Yes, they do.
A brand new half hour of 8 News is just a few minutes away.
And here's some of the big stories that we have been following throughout the afternoon. A gift of fun today for one Amelia child battling cancer. We will show you the big reveal.
Plus, the Chinese man's bold and expensive declaration of love. We'll show you what it was and how it was received when we come back.
His name is the last one on the monument, and I always hope and pray he remains as the last one.
A mother remembers the sacrifice of her son and other fallen officers in Chesterfield at a memorial service today. I'm Mark Tenya. We'll have that story coming up tonight on 8 News.
And we're also following that forecast, maybe some breaks from the gray, which we're looking forward to.
Also, if you haven't heard breaking news from Tennessee, Carly Trent has been found, according to authorities, and she's alive. Stay with us. We'll have that breaking news for you as well. Back in a moment with more News Where You Live.